Today's review is the Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez double bill, Grindhouse, two movies for the price of one. You have Planet Terror, you have Death Proof, you have the insanely fun fake trailers. This is just a fun, great movie from two people who really know and love movies and wanted to replicate the experience of, going to a Grindhouse double bill. That was the point of the movie. And this is the way it needs to be viewed. I mean, I realize this is the Blu-ray that came out like 2 years ago, I think. This is the first time on home video where you could get the original theatrical cut. And yeah, I realize Death Proof and Planet Terror, they were released individually first, with extended cuts to kind of make it worth the while, but even with the extended footage, I like the full effect, the full experience. That is the best. That's the best way about it. With the missing reels, like, oh, sorry, management apologizes, this reel is missing, cuts out key scenes. I like that. I like the experience that they're trying to replicate. So this is definitely the way to watch it. Both in one sitting, a 3-hour epic experience. And kind of the funny thing is, like, when it first came out, I saw it in theaters. I got what they're trying to do. The funny thing was that, like, you'd hear stories about audiences leaving after Planet Terror because they didn't realize it was a double bill, that you're getting two movies in one. Well, whatever. But yeah, really, really fun collection, sort of. It's like their version of like an anthology, but it's only two. Planet Terror, of course, really tried and true zombie outbreak kind of movie with an all-star cast. You got Rose Byrne as Cherry Darlin, smoking hot, even without the leg. Hotter with that machine gun leg. Josh Brolin, Michael Biehn, Michael Parks, Freddie Rodriguez. You just got a whole assortment of cool characters, and even a cameo by Bruce Willis, which is a nice touch. So that was a really fun experience. And, I like how they make the film grainy, and they make it seem like it is an older movie, even though it is a modern movie with a modern cast, and things like that. And it's in a modern setting because, the plot was about... pretty much the virus was a military virus, which was let loose by the team of Marines who found Osama bin Laden, but they weren't meant to find him, so their virus was backfired on them, and all that kind of stuff. But that was pretty good, and that's pretty, a nice touch, kind of adding like a 70s paranoia kind of feel to it, in addition to that. It's a really strong opening to the movie. And I do think it is the better of the two. Not that I don't like Death Proof, but I think most people will say that Planet Terror is the funner of the movies. Like, it's definitely, it's cheesy, but it's really, really gory, really, really fun. Lots of special appearances, like I mentioned, with Bruce Willis. One of the special appearances is by Quentin Tarantino, playing one of the Marines. His acting isn't great, I'll give you that, but, he has a lot of fun playing the insane rapist who's oozing and who gets plopped in the eye with the peg leg, basically, so lots and lots of fun there. I think it's fantastic, really, really, even as a standalone, not just part of Grindhouse. I thought it was excellent. And Death Proof, it really kind of lets you kind of ease into it. Since it's the slower burn of the movie, with the end of Planet Terror, with the fake trailers that are in between, which are so great, like Thanksgiving and Don't. Really, really good stuff. But with Death Proof, since it is kind of more like the 70s, kind of almost like a Russ Meyer kind of movie, because it is a slower burn movie, it kind of like, works as like, okay, you amp up and then you slow down a little bit, but then its ending scenes are really, really, fast paced and intense. The highlight of it has to be Kurt Russell, who is incredible as Stuntman Mike. Really great in his role, one of his best roles, in my opinion. and that patented Quentin Tarantino dialogue. It doesn't have the beat per beat action of Planet Terror, but it has such entrancing dialogue, such good stuff. I mean, it's just everything you'd expect from Quentin Tarantino, and I love that. If I had to rate it individually among Quentin Tarantino's movies, I mean, no, it wouldn't rate the highest, but it's a fun movie. This is kind of like, both Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez is just their, fuck it, let's have fun kind of movie, which I appreciate and I love, because they're saying fuck it, let's have fun. We're having fun along with them, and this movie is just great. It's a 3-hour, epic, awesome, cheesy, just masterpiece, really. I love it, and I think the full effect has to be watching it back to back with the trailers, with everything. Just a really great time, and really replicates the experience of going down to the Grindhouse. This is the kind of movie that they should show at midnight showings and stuff like that. I was lucky enough to see it in the theaters when it first came out, and that was one of the funnest experiences of my movie-going career. So yeah, I really, really recommend it, and it's a good movie. It's not the most traditional kind of horror you can go for, but it's good to watch around October time, I think, because it has the right kind of feel to it, the right kind of gruesome, fun attitude. Just a really great time. I can't say enough good about this movie. Really, really love it. So that's my review today. Thanks for watching.